NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. First down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Hurts. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll run with Sanders. Pushes him over. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score Eagles 7, Raiders 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 52's the line. Check 52's the line. Watch the run.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. This one out quickly to Watkins. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and 14. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack on first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he will find his man Ruggs. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They run with Sanders off the option, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. Flush to his right. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Slam. He's checking. Crash.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a play fake. Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't it? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. 62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Play action. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 24, Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jacobs now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Eric Wilson, the leading tackler from Minnesota last year, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Las Vegas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.